Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our... And a big issue for teams, Greg, this time of year, keeping players healthy for the long haul. Coaches, we're seeing starting to adjust rotations, keeping an eye on guys' minutes.
And, Kevin, it's such a long season. The teams have to keep the key players fresh. It's not a strategy everyone loves, but it's a necessary concern in today's NBA.
Now the starting group for Orlando. At the forward positions, it's Wagner and Banchero. Joe Ingles is out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Boy, good stick-to-itiveness there from George. Sticks with the shot despite the foul that he gets while in the air.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the youth of the Magic and the talent they have all throughout the roster. I think it's just a matter of time and seasoning before this team takes a really big jump forward.
Fultz kicks to Ingles. Now, here's Banchero, defended by George. Here's Carter. Nurkic with the block. Now the pass to Crowder. Over to the wing. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's George. A 17-footer goes down. And you know, Clark, the Magic have collected their young talent in a number of ways.
Yeah, I like the diversity of accumulation, if you will. They've traded for some. They've drafted most. They know when their timeline is. The Magic, I think, have done a really good job with their rebuild.
Wagner wide open. A three-pointer is right on target.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Puts it up from 12. It's deflected. Fultz against Henderson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, one of the best sights from the NBA in my mind in 2022 was seeing Markelle Fultz on the court again. It was a long road back from his torn ACL, not to mention the issues he had with the frozen shoulder early in his career.
And Henderson throws it down hard.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Passes to Banchero. Carter with a screen on Crowder. Wagner passes to Carter. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And for a player who relies on quickness and mobility like Fultz, an ACL injury can be devastating.
Well, trust me, I haven't had one, but I know enough guys who have, and it's a tough injury for any player to come back from a torn ACL. And Markelle had to work extremely hard every day for a year and a half. All credit to him for putting that kind of effort into his rehab so he could get back out on the court.
Banchero with the ball. He's against Crowder. And it's Wagner missing. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Henderson driving inside. No good with the layup.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Loved the intensity.
Fultz looking around. Carter the pass to Wagner. Shoots over Hachimura. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's George. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Good awareness that time to put the shot right back up before the defense could react.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mo Wagner's checked in for Wendell Carter. Ole comes in for Banchero. Isaac's checked in for Franz Wagner. And Anthony subbed in for Fultz. Bowles setting the pick for Anthony. Lets it go from 11. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Pass to Simons. Right wing. Pass to Highland. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. And he's got his first chance at the line here. On the free throw, no good. Simons, the pass to Highland. Here's Sharp. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Oh, making it look routine. This is why Sharp's guys encourage him to look for that shot.
Anthony dishes the Bol. And the layup's good off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Portland leading by 4. 1:05 left to play here in the first. That one goes in.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And Anthony's got the ball here for Orlando. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Well, you know, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable game for either one of them.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
And it's Sharp missing. The Magic trail by 4. In the corner, Bol with it. The rebound by Grant.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
And that one, good. Sharp's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Great at creating shots. Sharp did it there with that catch and shoot.
Now here's Anthony. Tight defense on him. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Simons on the wing. Takes a 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant. Moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be back with you shortly. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
They've got Paul George, Rui Hachimura out there with Hayes. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Henderson in at the point guard position. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
Good place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David, thanks. There's the pass to Banchero. Carter kicks to Fultz. Carter with the screen on Henderson. Fultz the pass to Carter. Shot clock at 4. And that one is off. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now, here's Banchero, defended by George. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got his first points of the night.
Banchero does a great job of just staying on balance when attacking off the bounce. An elite prospect with very few holes in his game. Banchero can score from all three levels, makes plays for others, terrific rebounder, and the list goes on and on.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Four on the clock. It's rebounded by Hayes. Many scouts had Banchero as the safest pick in the draft. Would you agree?
He and maybe Jabari Smith Jr. What separates Banchero a little, he's an elite back to the basket scorer. Those guys have become increasingly harder to find.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. The Trailblazers making a switch here. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Paul George.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Passes it to Fultz. Kicks to Carter. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Pass to Banchero. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Fultz. No good on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 15. From 13, George finds Crowder. And here is Hachimura. Simons from outside. And another three for Portland. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
And here's the upcoming schedule for the Trailblazers. On Thursday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for that game against the Nuggets, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And Orlando making a change here. Bol, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Mo Wagner. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Banchero. And Anthony subbed in for Markelle Fultz. To halt the run. Good work defensively by Crowder.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Nurkic kicks to Simons. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Clock is at 3. Portland needs to get off the shot. Highland misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside Anthony. 1:04 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Bol. Here's Isaac. From deep. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Simons from outside. Good on the three-point shot. Simons has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Anthony finds Isaac. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Well, you know what? I think you've got to have that shot in your game, even if you are a big guy now. And Isaac demonstrating that he does have that in his game.
The pass to Highland. Excellent D there from Anthony.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Wagner passes to Ingles. Back to Wagner. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Anthony in the corner. 5 on the clock. No good on that one. What a performance from Anthony Simons. He has been the story for Portland. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And we've got more M2K Sports coming.
Welcome, everybody. The story.
You know, they've got to thank the bench for this big lead. The second unit is doing.
And now, something that gets a lot of publicity. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. In the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Markelle Fultz out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Wagner in at the 3 spot. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
Banchero with the ball. He's against Crowder. Banchero, that's good.
And for a big man, Banchero has a rare mix of moves. I mean, this guy can cross up defenders. He blows by people. Terrific handle for a guy that big.
Shoots from 12. Henderson, no good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And there's already a loyalty aspect to Banchero's makeup, starting with the tribute to the city he grew up in.
He literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. You look at the tat on his right bicep. It has the Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, the street he grew up on. In terms of his character, that indicates deep roots and a solid foundation he can build on.
Banchero kicks to Wagner. Passes it to Banchero. Crowder against Wagner. Over George. And it's Wagner missing.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
He had stolen by Ingles. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Banchero's running.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
A different look now for Portland. Hayes is checked in for Nurkic, and it's Sharp in for Crowder. The change for the Magic. Wagner's checked in. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Ingles dishes to Fultz. Pass to Banchero. Down low, Wagner, and he lays it straight in.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
Outside for George. gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got 12.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more. Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Pass to Banchero. To the paint. Here's Carter. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Just a real solid understanding of how to exploit the defense. Carter Jr. impressive at positioning himself in these situations.
Hachimura finds Hayes.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Several teams changing it up here.
First in scoring, first in rebounding, and they're also #1 in distributing the basketball, a testament to their supreme unselfishness and the passing talent of their floor leaders.
But, Greg, you can throw out all the other stats and rankings. Their scoring is what makes them special, plain and simple. And it's Sharp missing. The Magic trail by 18. Anthony on the wing, covered by Simons. And that one's good, Wagner. Wagner's got 7 points for the quarter. Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Grant the pass to Highland. For 3, good, and Grant gets the assist.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Anthony, the pass to Fultz. Isaac with a screen for Fultz. Wagner from long range. And it's Portland with the rebound. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. The pass to Simons. Over Anthony. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 21.
And his coaches and teammates love that. They want Hachimura getting after it more on that offensive glass.
Anthony looking it over. Pass to Isaac. 1:02 left here in the third quarter. Anthony against Simon. Wagner from long range. Hits the three-point bomb. Wagner's got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Isaac outside. Dishes to Fultz. To the inside. Out to Anthony. Isaac a screen on Simon. Anthony's shot is off.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Simons against Anthony. The rebound by Sharp.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And, you know, you look at Isaac, and the first thing you notice, guys, is his length. This guy is really long, and that helps him on the defensive end.
And so it's Portland sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. You've got Jusuf Nurkic, Jake Crowder out there with Paul George. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Henderson in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Henderson. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Now, here's Ingles. Outside Anthony. Shoots over Nurkic. Nurkic with the block.
And that 7'2" wingspan for Nurkic, he can just gobble up shots. He knocks that one away with authority.
A nice shot by George. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Here's Anthony. From down in the low post, it goes. Anthony's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And at 7'2", Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Back to Anthony. Wagner, right side, sees the alley-oop. That's tipped.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And here is Ingles. Bol setting the pick for Wagner. Teardrop shot. A shot, no good. Excellent D there from George.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Rebounded by Anthony. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Orlando Magic. Over George. That's short off the rim. For Portland, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. High post, Nurkic. That one misses. The Magic have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Bol, that's good.
You know, he doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but Isaac is a willing passer, and I think he's going to continue to grow in that area.
Yep, it counts. Henderson's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Bol kicks to Wagner. Simons against Ingles. Now the dish to Anthony. Pass to Wagner. And a miss there on the triple. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Nurkic finds Crowder. Here's George. That one rolling around and rims out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Anthony on the wing, beyond the arc. The Trailblazers pull it in. Crowder's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Henderson. And Bol pulls it down. For Orlando, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Portland.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And it always feels good to get that first win in a season series. Going head-to-head twice this year. This will put them up 1-0 so far against the Magic.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Sharp comes in for Anthony Simons. Pass to Banchero. Rebound by the Trailblazers. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nurkic with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Back to George. The three. Banchero grabs the board. Ingles against Nurkic. Here's Ingles. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Right now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.